Give ear to my words, O Lord. Consider my meditation. Hearken unto the voice of my cry. My King and my God, for unto thee will I pray. My King and my God, hear me today.
Give ear, consider my cry.
Consider my cry.
Hear me today.
Beloved, hear how David begins. Not with declaration, not yet with praise, but with a plea for hearing itself. Give ear, consider, hearken to the voice of my cry. 3 times he asks to be heard before he says what he has come to say. Mr. Spurgeon, the Baptist preacher of London, in his Treasury of David, wrote that David here is teaching us the very grammar of prayer. There are prayers of the mouth, prayers of the mind, and prayers of the cry. The inarticulate groan too deep for ordinary speech. And the Lord hears all 3.
My King and my God.
Mark the possessive.
Not the king,
not a God,
but my King, my God.
The God who belongs to this particular soul. On this particular morning. For unto thee will I pray.
My voice shalt thou hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning will I direct my prayer, and I will look up.
I will look up to thee.
In the morning, Lord, I will look up.
In the morning,
In the morning,
in the morning,
I will look up.
in the morning,
In the
In the morning, O Lord. In the morning. David says it twice, because the morning is where prayer belongs. Spurgeon writes that the morning is the gate of the day. What we pass through the gate with colors all the hours that follow. And notice the verb,
I will direct my prayer.
the Hebrew carries the image of an archer drawing a bow,
Aiming, setting the arrow straight, releasing it toward the mark.
Prayer is not a sentiment
Loosely cast toward heaven.
It is an act of direction. It aims,
I will direct my prayer.
and I will look up
The archer watches to see
whether the arrow finds its mark.
So David prays,
And then he waits,
and then he looks,
not around,
not within,
but up. In the morning, Lord,
I will look up.
For thou art not a God that hath pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
Not with thee,
Not with thee
shall not stand,
shall not stand.
workers of iniquity.
Now David turns from his own morning prayer to the character of the God he addresses. Thou art not a God that hath pleasure in wickedness. Spurgeon observes that this is not merely that God does not enjoy evil. It is that evil cannot abide in God's presence at all. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. There are two houses in this psalm, and we shall see both.
God's house to which David will come,
In the multitude of God's mercy,
and the house of the wicked
whose throats David will say,
are open graves.
the psalm is not sentimental.
Above the distance between them,
God is
the
holy,
Hebrew word means
utterly other, utterly pure,
utterly unable,
to share the room with what denies him.
and the weight of this psalm is that
David, who is himself a sinner,
who has done his own wickedness,
comes to this God,
not on his own merits,
but in the multitude of
God's mercy.
Only mercy opens the door.
Between the two houses,
Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. But as for me,
and the multitude of thy mercy,
I will come into thy house.
as for me,
As for me, thy mercy,
thy house,
But as for me, in the multitude of thy mercy, I will come into thy house. Hear the turn. After the sepulchre throats, after the deceitful and the bloody, David does not say, I will come because I am better than they. He says, in the multitude of thy mercy. Spurgeon calls this line the whole gospel hidden in the middle of the psalm.
mercy is not singular,
It is a multitude. There is not one mercy of God, but an uncountable procession of mercies, each one fresh,
each one sufficient,
each one opening the door again. The door to God's house is mercy,
only mercy,
not merit, not worthiness, not the quality of the prayer we brought, not even the purity of the morning in our hearts.
Mercy.
In its multitude.
And toward thy holy temple will I worship in thy fear.
The fear is not terror.
It is the awe of the invited guest,
Who knows the cost,
of the invitation,
who does not take lightly
the open door.
the open door.
Lord, lead me in thy righteousness because of mine enemies. Make thy way straight. Make it straight, straight before my face.
For there is no faithfulness in their mouth.
Their inward part,
Is very wickedness.
their throat is an open sepulchre. They flatter with their tongue. Destroy thou them, O God, let them fall. Their throat is an open sepulchre.
Destroy them, O God.
Destroy them, O God.
Their throat is an open sepulchre. Spurgeon does not soften this line, and neither shall we. An open sepulchre, a grave uncovered, the stench of death rising from it, contagion pouring from the mouth of the one whose inward part is wickedness. David is describing what words can do when they come from a corrupted heart. Flattery is not kindness. It is the perfume that disguises the grave. Leasing, lying, is not a failure of accuracy. It is an open tomb breathing death into the air of the living. And then David prays the line that our softer age would rather he had not prayed.
Destroy thou them,
O God,
let them fall.
by their own counsels,
Cast them out.
In the multitude of their transgressions. Spurgeon writes, we dare not domesticate this prayer. David is not wishing private vengeance. He is asking God to be God, to judge the unrepentant, to vindicate the oppressed, to not allow the open graves to swallow the world. The God who hears the morning prayer is the same God who judges the sepulchre tongue at evening. We cannot have one without the other. Mercy is multitude, but mercy is not a lie. That evil does not matter. Let all those that put their trust in thee
Rejoice.
mark how the psalm ends, not in the sepulchre,
But in joy.
not with the bloody and deceitful man, but with the blessed of the righteous. Spurgeon writes that the true test of our theology of judgment is whether it ends in joy for those who have taken refuge in God. If our reading of this psalm leaves us bitter, we have misread it. If it leaves us rejoicing,
we have understood.
For thou, Lord,
wilt bless the righteous.
With favor wilt thou
compass him about,
as with a shield. And here,
listen, we have heard this shield before.
On the morning of the third psalm, David cried, Thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory,
and the lifter of my head.
Now, at the close of the fifth, the shield returns,
not around David
alone this time,
but around the righteous,
around all the righteous,
compassed about
as with a shield.
The Psalter
is a book, beloved.
The morning prayers answer each other.
The shield of Psalm 3
becomes the shield of Psalm 5.
Larger now,
wider now,
covering the whole trusting community.
Rejoice,
shout for joy,
be joyful in him.
For the shield is lifted and the door is open,
and the multitude of his mercy
has no end.
As with a shield, thou wilt compass him about. As with a shield, let them shout for joy.
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 All that trust in thee,
shout for joy.
Bless the righteous.
Bless the righteous.
Bless the righteous.
As with a shield.
As with a shield.